actually don't have my cue cards.
And see, I have mine. Welcome to my show. I'm interviewing Colby today.
Welcome to Gimme Lore.
This is colorful. This is fun.
It's a vibe, right?
I have to say, not just as a Snapchat. I really love the color yellow.
Yellow is so bold, right?
Yes.
So when you do wear it takes a minute to find your spot. Well, you actually did it so naturally.
No, that was easy.
You sat right into it and you said, I'm here.
I was afraid that it was gonna kind of be like a little bit lower to the ground, but I feel very in my power in this right now.
Good. So speaking of you as a lovely human being, what is the lore of Lewis?
It goes pretty deep. I'm an entertainment host. I'm a content creator. I do a lot of pop culture. I do some lifestyle, but I went to school for television and digital media. And a lot of people don't realize that I worked in the industry first. I survived all the layoffs, all the mergers. I am the toughest soldier out there, probably just because I was underpaid, and that's just it.
Yeah.
And then as I was simultaneously doing that, I was also making content for myself. So I feel like a lot of people just don't realize that like when I'm in it, it's because I wanted to all along.
It's kind of cool to hear the evolution of Lewis, how some people think it just happened overnight, but it's really like a journey to get to the point where you are right now. We'll start with your public lore. What moment made you feel like you made it?
This changes all the time. Quitting my job, my full-time corporate job, was like an I made it moment.
Yeah.
But then so many more came after that. Because I think it's just like you have I made it moments in different phases of life.
Totally. So what's the roast that changed your life?
Roast of me or roast of me roasting someone else?
I mean, it could be either or. I'll let you define that.
Okay, I call it now corset gate. Corsets are not for everybody. And it was definitely not for me. So I went to the Grammys. I ate down the glam bot. My pose was great. My face didn't look weird. No one liked the outfit. People are just like, sometimes corsets aren't for everybody. And I fully agree. I also couldn't breathe at what cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I think though, like taking risks and doing things like that is also good. I think it was still the right choice. I haven't seen the photo, but we'll roll it back.
Yeah. Run it back.
Run it back.
There.
So we're gonna go into emotional lore. I swear it won't be too deep.
It's okay if it is.
What are you most excited about right now?
My life. Last year was probably one of the hardest years of my life, just like socially, mentally, with work. I had never had a year like that where I felt like I was just like constantly being pummeled. Transparently, I haven't talked about it, but I think I'm in a space to talk about it now. I went through a breakup, like a long-term breakup. Focusing on that while then having to show up on camera, it was tough. I had never realized how I was like the first time I cried a lot. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, it feels like the world's ending, but I didn't let it end. I kind of was just like, you know what? Like, I'm emotional, I'm sad, it's affecting my work, it's affecting me, but I think it paid off in a weird way. Like, it's like, you went through that, but now where you are is really exciting and really fun and happy and positive. So flip that script.
Flip that script. Yeah, we're gonna flip the script a little. Inner lore. What is your most irrational fear if you have one?
I'm always afraid I'm gonna fall in a sewer grate.
It's not quite irrational. I do that in New York.
The subway.
Yes,
the subway.
Yes, that's literally what I was thinking of.
But I have to walk on it sometimes. Also, when it's cold, I would disgustingly walk on. I'm like, oh, it's warm.
Yeah, you would do this.
I'm getting hit with nasty air.
We're gonna move into our last category, future lore. What's the plot twist you want to see in 2026?
I'm gonna relate it to me because I actually just had this thought. I think I can't celebrate things like accomplishments or anything because I'm always just like, I'm a Capricorn, in case you guys haven't guessed, based on how much I've been talking. I think we all need to celebrate like our accomplishments and our little wins, our big wins. The plot twist I want to see is like people celebrating things more. Continue to hustle, but like work less, celebrate more.
Yeah, just the general sentiment of the world today is hustle culture. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I feel like a lot of people often will just focus on the hustle and less on themselves.
Clip this. I have come to terms with this. If you think you will know everything in the world, you won't. Accept that now and just like enjoy your life. Because I got to this point where I was like, I have to know how to use AI. I have to know how to film like this. Impossible.
Yeah.
I won't know every single thing in the world, and that's okay. And I'm at peace with that.
So we are gonna move on to Snapchat Memories Roulette.
Oh man, I'm scared. Oh, but it's going up there? Oh, okay.
Full-time content creator. I just quit my job and here's how it's going.
Yeah. Also, my God, my hair was fried there. So by the way, I get a perm. And that was, I learned you're not supposed to swim in a pool that's chlorine with a perm. So I think this was like a month after I quit my full-time job. And like, I was really nervous about like diving right into it. Vulnerable, raw. It was the first time I think I told people I quit as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I love that. Very cool.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
When I first moved to LA, so this is my first LA apartment. I lived with my best friend Amanda, and that was kind of like the phase I was in. I was in my 365 party boy before it was a thing. You better not pull up anything from college because God, I probably wouldn't be able to post it.
Roll the clip.
Here is a list of celebrities that I have beef with for no reason at all.
Okay. My first ever viral series.
All right.
I saw, because I worked for Comedy Central, I loved a roast. And I was like, no one's doing this on social media. How can I do this without I'm not a comedian, and I also don't want to be that mean.
Yeah.
So I developed that series, and it was like no reason at all. Like celebrities I hate for no reason at all, because there was no reason.
Yeah.
I just made shit up about them. The first one got 5 million views, got taken down for bullying, obviously. And I reposted it, got another 5 million, got taken down, reposted, and then from there on I posted part 1 through 30.
Shout out to like the first viral series. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Awesome. Well, that's our game.
That was crazy.
Before we leave, I have to ask you one last question. What lore do you want to be remembered as?
Oh, that's so cute. I want people to watch me and know it's okay to like be passionate about things that other people might not be. I would love for people to just watch and feel excited like I am.
Yeah, and feel inspired to be passionate about whatever it is that's driving them.
Exactly.
All right, before we end the show, we're gonna have to take a Polaroid together. We usually do this at the beginning, but we're doing it at the end this time.
I'm special. I threw him off his game.
Plot twist, we're doing it at the end. 3, 2, 1.
Gimme Lore. No, I click it?
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna be the first person to have posted the photo on the wall undeveloped.
I look great. My Super Bowl was my parents letting me stay up to watch every award show. Because of that, I was able to channel the love I had when I was little into producing, directing, hosting. So yeah, I think I owe it to my parents a little bit.